What up, guys? That Comic Awesome here, doing another review, doing Super Sons number 14. And man, I can't stress this enough in every one of my reviews how disappointed I am that I did not pick this book up sooner, and now how upset I am that this book is getting canceled. It's so enjoyable, and like you read it and you're like, wow, it's good. Though one complaint. This falls into the trap of the fake cover. This never happens. Never even gets close to happening. It even this is like falls completely so far away from the story that this is irritatingly level like bad cover on purpose. Like it just anyway, the story thus far, Talia al Ghul shows up to try and recruit Robin to help her kill a target. He obviously says no, and he's going to tell Daddy that she's back. Meanwhile, she leaves. Robin and Superboy try and find who the target is that she's setting out to kill. Turns out it is Lois Lane, who is doing some investigative journalism on a high-paying target. So, of course, they go to stop her. And that's right where this story picks up. But there are so many really good nuances. I'm not going to spend too much time on the little things, but I want to just brush the story and then go to the end. It won't really spoil too much, but like there's just some dialogue between Robin and Superboy that I'm just like, how do these children talk more like adults than most any other like Marvel superhero? Like these two kids, they're like 13, are so mature in the way they act that you're like, this is exactly the type of book I would want my kid to read, because again, it shows them, hey, kids can be mature and do mature things. Anyway, so let's get into it. So we start off, Lois Lane is talking to an informant, trying to get the scoop. Meanwhile, Superboy and Robin are trying to track her. Talia is on the roof of the coffee shop where Lois is, obviously planning her target. And she makes it, though, very clear that she wants Robin to show up. She's like, come on, I made it easy for you. I gave you all the breadcrumbs. You should be here to, like, stop me kind of thing. Because it's very clear that what she's doing is she's testing him. She's sitting there waiting, and then finally she's just like, fine, and she shoots. And I like this. So she shoots, and all of a sudden you just see Superboy, flash by, and, he has it. Meanwhile, Lois kind of plays it off like she just heard something, but she saw Superboy. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. I don't think she sees him here because of the reaction she has later on in the comic. But she's like, let's just move to a quieter section. Whereas then Talia obviously thinks that something just deflected her shot and that the rest of the League of Assassins needs to be on guard. So Robin and Talia start fighting, which again is... I just love the dialogue they have. Where is it? Right here, where she sits here and she's like, I taught you everything. Your father, all your father's done is taken our blood and thinned it down to water. I'm the one who keeps, I'm the one trying to help keep one foot on the path of carved for your destiny. Your father's manipulating you, or wants to manipulate your potential. I want to free it. And he's like, well, I'm sick of you both. What do you think about that? And it's, any kid who's had any sort of like parental issue could relate here. It's like your parents are pulling you, especially if you come from, a home, of divorce or whatever. You can sit here and like relate to Robin. I mean, even in Titans, I like Robin because I like his character. Like, he's that stern, kind of a-hole-ish, standoffish, know-it-all. But this 2-issue arc, like, I really started to actually like care about him. Like, he seems like a really level-headed kid who's dealing with, hey, I came from a really troubled past, but now I'm trying to do the right thing. And so now they're fighting. I kind of wanted to skip to the end. There's one little bit of dialogue where I had some issue because it didn't make any sense to me, but maybe I'm just misreading it. But this is where I think Lois does not know that Superboy is what stopped, was outside, because here you can see that she's obviously very surprised to see him. And he kind of plays it off. This worst 2 pages. I can't even. No, I'm not even gonna worry about it. But here's the little piece of dialogue, and he's like, "I'm just visiting from Metropolis," and she's like, "Same here. What a coincidence." He's like, "There was a problem, so I decided to help. I'm not really Superman. This is just an old shirt I found in the garage." So this was the first kind of, I don't know what, like, these 2 women, one of them is mom, but this woman has no idea. But it's very clear that he just kicked the butt out of all of these people. So, and it's already clear that Lois called him Superboy. But then here he's like, I'm not really Superman. Like, I don't know if that's an editing mistake where that should have been, I'm not really Superboy. But, I don't know. It was like, I read it and I'm like, it's a little confusing. And then she says, who are you supposed to be? And he's like, a friend. And she said, nice to know. Well, good luck in Gotham, friend. Don't stay out too late. I'm sure you have a mother worrying about you somewhere. So I kind of liked that, because even, and the fact that she kind of just lets him go, because, I mean, she knows he's Superboy. It's like, if your kid's Superboy, you can't really worry about him too much, especially when he's just dealing with almost some, like, street-level assassins. But then this is the dialogue that I really liked. So Robin kind of leaves Superboy. Superboy's like, I'm going to fly, just keep an eye on Mom just in case. And he's like, fine, whatever. And you can tell, like, that kind of irritated Superboy's like, geez, what a grouch. He's like, up. And then, Robin comes back and he says, and this, again, probably some of the most mature, level-headed dialogue. And again, these are kids. He says, just so you know, the things that she trained me to do when I was just a toddler. And he said, I know, Dee, all the blood, the people you hurt, it must be hard to live with. He says it is. I'm not proud of it, Jay. I've learned I can be better, and that whenever I am, my mother loses and my father wins. And he says, hey, remember, you're making the choice, not them. The only one winning is you, and that's why I'm here. That's why we're pals. I love. Come on, like that. Again, these two show more. Again, just level-headedness and maturity in their dialogue. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, Superboy can be a little, not kiddie, but he's a lot more lighthearted than Damian, who obviously is, kind of a little grown up for his age. But still, like, I mean, he's a friend. He's there for him. He's like, look, you're trying to make the right choices. And he's like, that's why we're friends, because, I know that kind of stuff's in the past, and I know you're doing what is right for you. And again, it's just amazing. I'm so upset that I didn't get this book sooner. I'm so upset that this is getting canceled. It's an amazing series. I highly recommend it. Check out, I think, unfortunately, I think there's only like 2 issues left. But, I'll definitely be picking them up and reviewing them. But, yeah, subscribe over here. Watch some more videos. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you next time.